So in this video, I'm going to discuss virtualization. Virtualization is one of the most important concept in context of cloud computing. These are the contents of this video. So let's discuss what is virtualization. In simple words, virtualization is simply the process of creating virtual versions of or copies of physical hardware such as servers, storage devices, and network, which can be managed and utilized as separate independent entities. In simple terms, virtualization is just a version of something which can act just like the real thing, but without the limitation of physical hardware. Virtualization in context of cloud computing. Cloud computing providers use virtualization to create VMs or containers that can be used by consumers to run their application and services. Customer can easily deploy and manage their application without need to own or manage the underlying hardware, providing flexibility and agility to their businesses. Now let's discuss how virtualization works in cloud computing. Virtualization involves creating virtual instances using a hypervisor. A hypervisor is just a software layer that sits between physical hardware and virtual machines, where the hypervisors enables each virtual machine to function independently with its own operating system and application, and it allocates resources like CPU, memory, storage as needed. The main two types of hypervisors are type 1 and type 2 hypervisors. Type 1 hypervisors are also known as bare metal hypervisors. These type of hypervisors are directly installed on hardware, providing high performance and efficiency. Examples of type 1 hypervisor includes VMware, ESXi, Microsoft Hyper-V, and Citrix Zen Server. The second type of hypervisors are type 2 hypervisors, also known as hosted hypervisors. These type of hypervisors are installed on top of an existing operating system like Windows or macOS, suitable for light use such as testing. Examples of type 2 hypervisors include VMware Workstation and Oracle VirtualBox. There are six types of virtualization in cloud computing, including server virtualization, storage virtualization, data virtualization, network virtualization, application virtualization, and desktop virtualization. What is server virtualization? Server virtualization basically divides a single physical server into multiple virtual servers, each operating independently. Each virtual server or VM can run its own operating system and application, and underlying physical servers resources are shared across the VMs. A hypervisor is used to create and manage these virtual servers, allocating resources like CPU, memory, and storage to each VM as needed. Some benefits of using server virtualization includes efficient resource utilization, reduced cost, and isolation and flexibility. Storage virtualization. Storage virtualization is a technology that allows multiple physical storage devices to be pooled together and presented as a single virtual storage resource. With storage virtualization, multiple storage devices such as hard disk, solid state drives can be combined into single logical storage device that can be managed and accessed as a unified storage pool. Data virtualization. Data virtualization is a technique used in data management that allows different data sources to be accessed and integrated in real time without need to physically move or copy the data. Data virtualization is often used in organizations that have multiple data sources that need to be accessed and analyzed in real time, where traditional data integration methods such as data warehousing can be too slow or costly. Network virtualization. It is a technique that allows a single physical network to be partitioned into multiple virtual networks, each with its own set of resources and capabilities. This means that different virtual network can have their own configuration, policies, and security settings while sharing the underlying physical network infrastructure. This is done by creating a layer of abstraction within physical network hardware and the software that manages the network. Application virtualization. Application virtualization creates a container or virtual environment that encapsulates the application and all its dependencies, allowing it to run independently of the underlying operating systems. This means that an application can be installed and run on a computer without actually being installed on the operating system itself. This can improve application compatibility, security, and portability, as well as reduce conflicts and compatibility issues with other applications. And the last one is desktop virtualization. Desktop virtualization creates a virtual desktop environment that can be accessed from anywhere with an internet connection, allowing users to work on their desktop environment from any device or location. This can improve mobility, security, flexibility, as well as reduce the need for physical hardware upgrades and maintenance. So here are some benefits of virtualization in cloud computing. First one is resource efficiency. Virtualization allows multiple VMs to run on a single physical machine, maximizing the usage of physical resource like CPU and memory. Second one is scalability. Cloud providers can quickly add or remove virtual resources based on demand, ensuring customers have just the right amount of resources. Isolation and security. VMs are isolated from each other, so a problem in one VM doesn't affect others. Cost saving. Virtualization reduced the need for physical hardware, lowering maintenance and energy cost. And the last benefit is flexibility and mobility. VM can be easily moved between servers or data centers, providing greater flexibility and redundancy. Here are some examples of virtualization that are used in real life. AWS, shortened for Amazon Web Services, uses virtualization technology to deliver its EC2 services, providing a range of virtual machine types with customizable configurations. Microsoft Azure leverages both VMs and containers for scalable application hosting, allowing users to deploy and manage virtualized resources. Google Cloud Platform (GCP) offers compute engine for virtual machines and Kubernetes engine for containerized applications. Now we will discuss 10 MCQ based questions related to cloud computing. Here is the first question. What is the primary function of virtualization in cloud computing? So the right answer for this question is option B, to create virtual versions of hardware resources. Here is question number 2. Which of the following best describes a hypervisor? Option A, a type of cloud storage. Option B, a system that manages virtual machine by interchanging with hardware. Option C, a tool to speed up the internet connection. And option D, a type of operating system used in cloud computing. So the right answer for this question is option B. Question number 3. What type of hypervisor run directly on physical hardware without an underlying operating system? The correct answer is option C, bare metal hypervisor. Question number 4. Which of the following cloud service models heavily relies on virtualization to provide virtualized compute storage and network resources to users? The correct answer for this question is option C, infrastructure as a service. Question number 5. In virtualization, what is the term for dividing physical storage into virtual storage pools that can be accessed independently? The answer is option C, storage virtualization. Question number 6. Which virtualization type allow users to access their desktop environment remotely on centralized servers? The correct answer is option B, desktop virtualization. Question number 7. Which of the following is a benefit of virtualization in cloud computing? The correct answer is option A, reduced need for physical servers. Question number 8. What is the main difference between virtual machines and containers in cloud computing? The correct answer for this question is option A. VMs virtualize at lower hardware level while containers virtualize at OS level. Question number 9. Which of these is not a type of virtualization commonly used in cloud computing? The answer is option D, website virtualization. And the last question, question number 10. Why is resource isolation important in virtualization? The correct answer for this question is option B. It ensures that issues in one virtual machine don't affect others. So, in conclusion, we can say that virtualization is a powerful technology that allows for more efficient, flexible, and scalable uses of computing resources by creating multiple instances or environments on a single machine. Virtualization can also help in reducing hardware cost, power consumption, and complexity while increasing security, flexibility, and management capabilities.